Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. So let's talk Bloomsburg women's basketball. Bill Cleary, the head coach, joining us. Oh, Bill, tell us about your start so far this season.
Hey, John. First of all, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. No, we're excited right now. We're off to a good start. We're 3-1 right now. I feel we've played four very, very tough, very difficult opponents. We've challenged ourselves with our non-conference schedule this year, and we played two teams in our non-conference that went to the NCAA tournament this past year. Edinburgh, who was the Atlantic Regional Champion, and we played New Haven, who made the East bracket of the NCAA tournament. So we lost to New Haven in a disappointing game, our first game of the year. We really, I think, learned a lot from that game, and we got stronger. We played a very difficult Cheney team. Cheney is much better than they have been in years past. I do believe they're going to beat some teams this year. Real athletic. We played probably our best game of the year against Cheney, and then we played a very difficult Shippensburg team. It's always a back-and-forth game whenever we get together. So, we're really happy right now that we're 3-1, considering the schedule that we've had so far, and we'll take it.
Bill Cleary here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Bill, talk about the class this year. Let's talk a little bit about your guard play. Tell us about who's in those spots.
Oh, we were fortunate. We were able to get Taylor Maldonado. Taylor is a transfer from Florida Southern College. We recruited her out of high school. We still a kid with her today. We lost out to her. I'm like, I still don't understand why you chose the sun of all that sun in Florida over the snow here in Bloomsburg. But we get a good laugh out of that. But she's been everything we thought she's going to be and more. She's just a very, very tenacious defensive player. I mean, she's doing a great job of getting opponents to really start their offense out at half court, which is really causing a lot of opponents problems. We have a freshman, Cammie Bonner, who's really getting better with each game, understanding what her role is and accepting it and doing it to the best of her ability. She's been giving us 9 to 10 points a game, which has been huge for us. So I only envision her getting better and better as she becomes more comfortable with the speed at this level. And then you have our list of usual characters. Jocelyn Ford, who hasn't. If you ask her, she's not been performing to the best of her ability offensively, but she's been very, very strong for us defensively. And I think right now she's just trying to get everyone else involved. And I think we talked about that and we said right now you got to get yourself involved, and I think everything else will flow from there. Marla Simmons is having a great season for us so far, really consistent. She's been one of with Taylor Maldonado, Marla Simmons. I think we have two of the best defensive players in the region. I really do, with Taylor and Marla. I don't think you can get any better than those two. And then, then you have Adrina Stowski. Adrina has been everything we've asked her to be and more. She's been so aggressive. She's not used to being a go-to, and I think each week she's getting more and more comfortable with that, and she's getting a lot stronger. So we expect a lot out of her.
Coach, offensive production-wise, the points coming from where you thought they would?
I think right now we're struggling offensively. We're actually executing extremely well. The shots are just not falling, but we've got good scorers here. We got good shooters. We always say shooters shoot. So you got to shoot yourself out of the slump. People always say you got to sweat that cold out. Well, we got to shoot this slump out, and we will. Morgan Klunk is going to be a very good scorer for us. Cammie Bonner, Taylor Maldonado, Jocelyn Ford. We're 3-1. And we haven't played nearly as well offensively, at least in the terms of the scoring department, as well as we'd like. And again, we've really played four very difficult teams so far, and we've been able to win 3 of them. So that's pretty good right now.
Bill Cleary here on the John Mendola Show. We're talking Bloomsburg University women's basketball. A lot of success with the program. And coaches, the teams seem to get a little bit further each year and elevate the program. You seem to be getting higher talent and better talent, and everything kind of rubs off on each other, and these women just keep working hard, and I know you and your coaching staff are working as hard as anybody as well.
Well, first off, I'm very fortunate that I have Diane Decker. Diane's been with me for all 7 years now, and when you have that continuity, when you have that chemistry that Diane and I have, it's very tough to it's tough to replace, and I think that's helped a lot. And then I think that the characters of the players that we bring in, I think we have very strong, high character kids that, believe in what we're doing. And we've had great leaders that came in here, and I think they've done a great job of taking each class and telling them what they need to do. So we've been very fortunate, very lucky.
Coach, how about the PSAC overall? And you'll get into the schedule as December heats up a little bit. Tell us about some of the opponents you'll get in December.
Oh, the PSAC is tough. We have a game on December 6th against East Stroudsburg, at East Stroudsburg, who's very, very difficult, who's returned to everybody, and they seem, they get better. You alluded to us about getting better every year. Well, East Stroudsburg gets better every year, so we're going to be, that's going to be a dogfight. And then you have our West games count this year in our overall standing. So we've got Cal, we've got IUP, we've got Seton Hill, Slippery Rock, and Clarion and UPJ. So these are all games that are going to be very, very difficult when we go against to play them. And then I think you have to, I think the East this year, and I know a lot of coaches in the West make this great, but I think in the East this year, top to bottom, I believe the East is better than the West. And, every game you come into in the East, you better be ready to play. If you're not ready to play, you're going to lose. You got to bring your A game, and I think that's how tough the East is, and I think the parity in East is at its best than it's been in a very long time.
Bloomsburg University graduated some top talent there in the women's program, but Bill Cleary at it again and having some great players return for the Huskies, and we wish them well this season. Bill, thank you for your time, and best of luck this weekend and in the weeks to come, okay?
No problem, John. Definitely my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Bill Cleary, Bloomsburg University women's basketball here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.